Live.
Suspect is down.
This is one that you're not going to let go. He has to be stopped. He's in immediate danger.
But that's life, though. Life is tough.
Okay, you asked me what kind of guy I like. I like nice guys. I like someone who's really sweet to me, who I can have a nice... I would love a nice best friend for life.
Yeah, lovely meeting you, yeah?
Oh man, that always puts a smile on my face. Do you have the?
That one's for Wind right there. That one is for Wind in the chat.
Do you have the one with
our
the
one
booty?
viewer and hater?
Do you have the one big booty one? Give me the big booty one.
Scanning.
Yes. Scanning. Yes. Detected. Have you found
Intruder alert. No, I have not.
Oh my goodness.
Well, it's not going to be there, so don't. I'm not even going to bother going in there. Nope. Oh, okay, I do.
Oh, good, good. Yes. Yes. You know, my testosterone's been going up. I've been running now like 4 miles a day. So I got like stamina for fucking days, and I haven't whacked off in over 3 months. So yeah, I'm like a fucking pinball ready to explode.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, I might have to.
Yeah,
take
Win
that
would have some words for you if he was there, if he was here, because he's very much against that method of travel.
What, he's against masturbating?
No, he's against withholding.
Oh, he is. Well, it's not like I've been trying. It's just I've been so focused on getting my kung fu up and losing weight and all that other brilliant shit. I shaved my mustache and beard because this is my heel persona, becoming a bad guy again. So I've seen some beefs being reignited. That's been pretty interesting. Do you mind talking about? I don't fucking care because it's like, hey man,
yeah,
sure
fuck
beef,
it.
sure
Let's
thing.
talk about it.
But Win might know because the Bubba Fett, the what else is going on? This whole thing.
I'm just learning. I'm becoming a master at this, and it's really, I mean, everybody that's involved has been helping me learn along the way, and it's just been fun. Like there's
focused.
I can't look at this situation very negatively because
I don't have. It's all comedy to me. It's all comedy. This is some shit. Between Mega Man and Slippery When Wet, this shit goes back deep. This is some Biggie Tupac shit.
I think we're trying to reduce it down to like 1 or 2 or 3 individuals, and we try to say like, oh, it's their problem, let them handle it.
Bruh.
But at some point, you gotta get down to the brass tacks, and you gotta look at who's really involved in this and. Like who needs who in order to
My hands
Mate,
are free from this.
free-
I'm a mere spectator because when I saw Slippery made his video with the motorcycle, I was like, I double took. I'm like, what the fuck? He made a video about something else. I'm like, oh shit. All right. Okay, cool. Motorcycle time. I'm loving that motorcycle. And I tuned in, left my approval.
Mhm.
5 minutes later, I I look down at my phone. I'm out jogging. I get back to my car. I look down at my phone. I'm gonna expose Slippery when wet. Details at 11. And I'm like, you know that one meme of that white guy that's blinking, like he's just like, okay, well, we'll see where this goes.
Oh, that guy.
The white
Yeah,
meme,
I know what you're talking about.
Just like he's just blinking and just complete, like, just look.
Absolute bewilderment. It would be the way that I would describe it.
I am flabbergasted because, like, you know what? And this is why I say you don't control another man's beef or what he does with himself. That's that man's beef. I mean, Mini Sherm just put out a video talking about what's happening with these kids, and again, hey, I'm not doing it for views. I'm doing it for awareness that there's some crazy shit going on, but that doesn't mean like around every corner, around every block. It's at one school, it's a private school, but it's like,
Tell me more, please. I have no idea what
man,
this is.
dude, have you? Okay, well, you don't have to go watch Mini Sherm. I'll tell you. It's just they are teaching these 6-year-old kids at the private school. I think it's not sure what private school in New York, Clinton or something like that. I want to say Clinton Heights. That's Harlem for all us people who are still black. But some private school, and I doubt that's Harlem, but I don't know. I have cousins that live in New York and shit, but I haven't talked to them in like fucking ages. But apparently, in one of these private schools where parents are paying like $50,000 a year for their kids to, and yes, I just did the people's eyebrow.
On the ropes eyebrow.
They pay $50,000 a year for their kids to go to the school, right? And they're being taught this bullshit. And it's just like, why are 6-year-olds being taught how to touch themselves and all this stuff? Like,
yeah. Like me personally, if I pay a lot of money for a kid to go to school, I don't really care what they teach them as long as they, raise them right. That's what I'm paying you for. Take the responsibility of being a parent off of my hands, please. It doesn't matter what you teach the kid. Just teach them to be, a kind person, and they can be dumb as hell. They can think that the moon is created by a spaghetti monster. It really doesn't matter to me.
Well,
as long as they're a nice person.
Is that the statistics show that since 1978, teacher on student pedophilia relations, whatever you want to call it, has gone up by 33%. So if I'm paying your ass $55,000 a year, I better be ensued that, I mean, I don't know how most parents feel or care. Like you say, like, get them off my hands. I don't know if that's the proper mentality. For some little shits, maybe that's just how it is. Kids are a burden. Kids are a responsibility. The kids are, in some cases, a blessing because they're just a reflection of yo monkey ass. That's all they really are. Every fuck up that they're going to do in life is just a reflection of your fuck ups. So for us to think that we're any better or different in the grand scheme of things, experiences was what sets us. But kids don't know no goddamn better. And then if you really don't want, shit to go awry down the road, it would behoove you not to have a child who is being diddled by the person I'm entrusting to teach him the proper steps in life to be a decent person, and not all fucked up and, oh, I'm changing my gender and I'm sexually confused. And that's where a lot of that shit comes from, because, you know, some of these kids, and this is not every situation, but you would talk to some of these kids who are going through all the hormone treatment and then they regret it and all this stuff. You talk to them and they give you the perspective of, you know, they've been brainwashed damn near, dare I say. And, you
Well,
know,
they have certain abilities that are emphasized over others. That's what I think it's called the Pygmalion effect, where the teachers pretty much select the things that they want to see in a student and ignore the rest. And basically, they just shakes the way that the dice shakes out. Basically, is who gets to graduate and who ends up a townie.
you make it seem like they're fucking X-Men. My special students. I'm gonna send you
because think about it, the kid paid $50,000 a year to teach a kid, or for each kid. They're basically like, you know, the equivalent of the NFL or like some other highly paid, you know, performance based, because teachers get evaluated based on their performance, just like, you know, anybody would at a job, but it's more like deep because you have to create a curriculum.
I would
People
just
sit back and watch you teach classes, kind of like, you know, what happens to D1 prospects and stuff. They get recruiters and screeners. It's pretty much the same thing. So I mean, the teachers are getting paid a ton, and you can't expect them not to. You know, they're going to be deviant and stuff. The way that anybody who gets paid, not an institution that gets paid the way that, you know, education does.
If I have that kind of money to do all that bullshit, I just move to Pacific Coast Highway and then take my son or daughter to Pacific Coast High School, public school, just a more expensive public school where you basically got to pay to get in any fucking way, or you got to live in the neighborhood. So, like, I just wouldn't feel comfortable just me if I'm paying $55,000 for my kid to be taught that kind of bullshit. Where it's like, and then on top of the fact that, you know, again, we have a lot of these men, or young men.
Win, change your name. Change your name, Win.
I don't give a shit what his name is. It's whatever to me. But when you have these boys transitioning over to girls, and they end up breaking the girls' arms and outrunning the girls and out hooping the girls and doing all this other bullshit, it's like, what the fuck do you say to that? You know, like if I'm sending my daughter to a school and they're all about this trans progressive bullshit, which is like, like, I would think in my mind, are you robbing the opportunity from my daughter? Because my daughter is not racing a biological girl. Let's just fucking be real here. Okay? We could play this bullshit all we want, but my daughter's not racing a biological girl. I don't give a fuck who I'm offending.
Mm-hmm.
It would be the same thing if it was the other way around. Like, why would my son need to transition to be a girl? And I'm not saying that devalues himself, but it's like, why aren't you competing with the boys? You need to be proud of what you are. You are a male. You have the testosterone. I don't even care if you're gay or not, if that's how you feel. If that's just what it is. Some people are gay. Some people they don't feel comfortable in their own skin. I don't control that much. But it's like, what sense in my mind does it make to where, like, you know, my daughter is clearly getting her ass whooped by this biological boy because, like, he has muscle capacity and other things that go over that. But go ahead, boss man.
Your gender, I mean, any aspect of your character can be inspiring for someone else. But when the teachers get to pick what's inspiring and what's supposed to be, quote unquote, toxic or distracting behavior, then I guess just the kids become disgusted at the whole concept of developing their faculties, developing their skills, because nobody else around them has the same passions. Like, there was basically I was watching a speedrunner and he was talking about high school too, and how it just, everyone's so fake and nobody has any hobbies, and they just basically sit around, watch TV, and then and that's it. Then smoke weed and
It's gonna end up
try
like
to score some alcohol. Mm-hmm.
It's gonna end up like Fight Club because it's a lot of cucked out guys. They're gonna be raised on this bullshit, and then they're gonna go out in the real world and go, oh, reality. What the hell? When is he driving? He better not be driving.
I don't know. I don't know what he's doing.
Totally not Mega Man. Sherm, why are you talking with Yam? I forbid it.
Okay, now he wants to come back. This goofball over here.
The damn Bluetooth won't cooperate with me. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
But I really haven't been paying all that attention with the whole the like it looks like the anime saga has kicked up again. I haven't really been. I just seen that Slippery made the video. Go ahead. What'd you say?
I gotta fix my shit.
Oh, go ahead. No, I just saw that Slippery made that video, and I was like, oh, I was very, like, you know, I was thinking in the back of my mind,
more
finally,
or less, it's just
going
the
in a
exact
different
same
direction.
stuff. I think if anybody's going in a new direction, it might be, Mr. the man of the hour, but everybody else, Mega Man. I think he might be going in a new direction.
I seriously thought you were talking about me because I'm in the fucking stratosphere of differency.
My thing is like, as when I said, I don't know if anybody sees. I said on one of my videos that the hardest red pills any service member got was in boot camp, right?
Yeah, you can say that. I can say that.
I think that I had a problem with that video because I was thinking along. I was trying to get into what Win was talking about, and I was thinking it just seems more about women, like red pills about women, and that could happen in any groups, like a group of guys that are isolated, like
that is hunters,
correct.
But give me a few minutes, like. But for me,
what's
it's
up,
like,
Pagoda? What's up, Pastor $40? What's up, Totally Not Mega Man?
I've taken a lot of the things that were taught, especially about the culture that I was trained in, which is much different than the culture today. And especially with the Marine, especially with certain songs, the Marine Corps hymn, like it's first to fight for right and freedom. I took that to heart. I'm not going to sit by and let some person who not more than likely had absolutely nothing to do with it.
I'm getting the breaking news here. I think Mega Man actually might have found the right person. So it is, like I said, it is a new ground for a lot of people, which is what I wanted to highlight, what I wanted to emphasize. I'm saying there's a few people that actually got out of this in the positive. I wouldn't, but other, like, long story short, though, I would say most people are just up to the same exact stuff. I mean, look at the outside world. I mean, everybody who was locked down is still locked down. Everybody who didn't want to be locked down isn't anymore. It's kind of like we're just kind of like in a frozen. We're gridlocked. So that's like that typical thing.
Well, if you're in California, yeah.
Do you honestly think? Can you hear me? I know I'm cutting in and out, but do you honestly, without a shadow of a doubt, 110% believe that Mega Man got the right person?
Got the right what?
Got the right guy, as in he doxed the right person.
Don't give a fuck if he got the right person or not. That's not my concern. I just found it interesting that Slippery finally made a video that wasn't about Mega Man, and then Mega Man kind of restarted this fucking thing that was dead. So that was his call.
I think, you know what I think?
Good points.
You know what I think? I think that now that external parties are getting involved, Slippery decided to change his tune because he didn't want anybody to get harassed.
That also I don't give a fuck about. If look, if there's a puppet master that you are aware of that's pulling the strings and you crazy enough to fall for that shit, Pinocchio, what do you want me to do? Dance along
Hey, look.
with the tune?
Yeah. Because I always look at
First
it
off-
as if you're gonna hold on, Wayne, calm down. So we're gonna look at the situation from we're gonna try to smell the coffee here, because on one hand you got this guy who won't give up, and you got just relentless people going at it, and you got a bunch of people who kind of seem to be jumping in and benefiting off of it. But the way I look at it is that none of it really affects me, and that's why I can't get upset at half of this
That's
stuff.
why I'm not
that
upset,
happened.
because none of the shit involves me. Like, no matter what happens,
Yeah.
I'll either talk about it here or my Shermanation. I'll mention it. Other than that, whether he got the wrong person, the right person, a female, trans, Goofy, Donald Duck, Barney, Q, why he's resorted to doxing, I don't know. I didn't even dox what's his face, because
Well, I mean, there's some people need a hiccup in a live stream in order to learn a little bit of. Some people need to fall asleep during the live stream or something,
Hey,
in
what's
order
going
to
on?
to
What
learn.
was the Legion channel who was fighting with Mega? Legion channel? What Legion channel?
PM.
Look.
I think he's talking about. I think he might be just talking about the
Those
normal
two-
cast
those
of
two.
characters.
I mean,
Oh,
first,
okay,
there were
when? Yeah, I was about to say, when were you about to say, Boss Man?
there are two channels that is basically beefing with Mag. That basically has a gripe with Mega Man. Slippery When Wet and Dan King. Actually, three channels really, if you count BP. And it's what it is.
Well,
If
the larger you get and the more shit you talk, the more haters you gonna get.
Yeah, you gotta be responsible for the things that you say, right? I mean, if it pisses
I'll
people off, you
hold
got.
him responsible for this. Why are you doxing? If
I'm not
you
doxing nobody.
no, not you. I'm talking about Mega Man. Why is he doxing? Like what? This thing between you and Slippery needs to be between you two.
Because he
Y'all
wants some
need to
he wants more attention for this. Like the people that are involved now, he doesn't feel like he can.
And we
he
sitting
can
here
play.
talking about the shit right now.
You want it, you got it. You want it, you got it. You want more attention, you got it. You know?
I love it. I don't confuse. I love it. Like when I'm done editing and doing okay, there's a beef going on. Cool. I'm not involved. I'm like Dr. Venture in season 2 when he was walking away out the island before it exploded and everyone just started fighting and Doc was just backing up and Brock was like getting the jet. That's what, when I'm watching shit from the outside looking in, that's what I do. I'll look, I'll chuckle, go on in life.
Look,
go do something else. That's that
When-
man's beef.
I mean, when Pittsburgh up here gathering trolls for the bridges, and is acquiring trolls for the bridges, and has two main trolls. One of them under the construction site of the Roberto Clemente Bridge, and the other one is on the Liberty Bridge. And now you got to build a third bridge for a troll, right? When Pittsburgh's up here gathering trolls. You got, I mean, that just says that begins to get me asking questions.
Who's gathering trolls?
Pittsburgh.
Who's Pittsburgh?
Anyways, I have no idea what you're talking about.
My new nickname for Mega Man, because Pittsburgh's the city of bridges. We got the whole bunch of, we got basically enough bridges to allow the whole world. We got the bridges, all the bridges in the world. You know, we got bridges to nowhere, and basically without them bridges, Pittsburgh ain't getting shit done. That's just like Pittsburgh without the bridges.
I'm not gonna call him Pittsburgh for love of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm gonna
no. I mean, I'm gonna call him Pittsburgh.
I'm gonna call him his internet name. I won't say Mega Man because I want everyone to know clearly who I'm talking, because I don't do subliminals. So Mega Man, my thing is, what I told him is that if you want to continue, like, because look, beef is important. You're gonna have it. It's gonna be had, but it's also how you do it. If you feel that you've been harassed all these years, or maybe in reality, maybe your ass. This is my personal opinion. This is just this is from the outside looking in. I think Mega Man, he got some problems. He got some. It's a cycle. It's this vicious cycle he's in. It can't be broke. It's like watching Shutter Island with Leonardo DiCaprio and the dude that played the Incredible Hulk and Ben Kingsley. He's in the cycle. It's a vicious cycle. It's something that he probably ain't gonna ever get out of. It's something that from time to time I'm probably gonna talk about. But then it probably sometimes I'm probably not gonna even bring it up. But I just think it's funny that my biggest complaint about Slippery Wet and Dan King was after about 6 months, 7 months, if Mega Man could possibly not bring you guys up, when are you guys gonna change your tune? And to my surprise, it didn't take that long. Slippery Wet was getting ready to make a video about motorcycles, and Dan King was probably going to end up doing whatever Dan King does. I mean, eventually, it's going to have to move on. But then, that's why when Mega Man did what he did, I just went like that one scene from the Naked Gun where everyone put their hands over their face and they slapped their head. That's what I did. I just went, oh, well, there you go. That's where your beef comes from. You see, I watch people like Wings of Redemption and DSP. They complain about trolls all day, every day. That's because you focus on trolls all day, every day. That's because you create this world where it's troll worthy. What are you going to do? What are you supposed to do? So when you go online and start getting if you get, like, say for instance, he got the wrong guy, egg on his fucking face, right? And then he wonder why he gets the chicken toe memes and he gets the Slippery Moets and Dan Kings, because dude, you're over here talking about we. Who's we? Who are these people you have going out there on the street like detectives looking for Slippery Moet like that? That would make me a little nervous.
If anything, he has people that are following him, trying to figure out the like kind of pre-crime, trying to figure out potentially what his next move is, because he's been such a nuisance to people that he actually has generated that on his own.
Well, has anyone ever done that to him? Has anyone ever, like, because he's complained in the past about people.
It doesn't matter, like, because there are bad people and stuff, but you can't, like, bad people can still be likable. That's the issue. That's the main issue that Mega Man has. I think he gets jealous when he sees people that are doing something that's bad and still getting sympathy for it.
I don't look at it as bad, because I just look at it as, like, if you just have the differences of opinion of mine, like me and what's his name may never see eye to eye on anything, but I'm not going to hate the guy because we don't agree on things. As a matter of fact, I encourage you to disagree with me on things that you feel that I'm wrong on, if that's what you feel, or you want to bring another fact to counter whatever I brought to the table. I could very well be wrong, and I probably need to be corrected. I believe it's a rare thing, but shit happens, you know.
I have a question.
Yes.
And this basically goes on to my philosophy of life.
Oh, fuck.
If I were to jump off a bridge, my vehicle, and drive off a bridge, would you follow me?
Yes. Because I'm in the car
with
you.
You would what? You actually follow me? Good one.
Why does that answer surprise you? Like, I'm different. I'm not crazy, nigga. Like, I see a truck going off the fucking bridge. I'm like, oh, what's going on over here?
I mean, okay, if I were to walk off a cliff, would you follow me?
Whatever scenario you give me is going to be yes. If you go
to
the crack house and suck the crack house, the answer is yes.
Using logic.
It should be no. you should be able to stop and use your reasonable judgment. This is a cliff.
That would sound too much like that would be too much like right wing.
I'm just kind of trolling.
It's very.
I'm just fucking with you with.
I'm like,
I have no idea how you're this mad.
This is a cliff. This is a bridge. Why did this guy jump off the bridge? Is it worth me jumping? Is it worth jumping off the bridge for? Oh, this guy just felt like jumping off the bridge to his death. Well, I'm going to let him drop off the bridge to his death.
Well, then let him do that. Let him do that.
Let him do that.
If that's what that man wants to do. Like I said, I'm gonna peek in from time to time. When we do live streams, I might bring it up. It's good content.
See, I'm not a less lethal person. I shoot to kill. And so far, this guy just keeps getting up and he just won't stay the fuck down. I've been trying to change out my ammo for larger calibers, and I didn't need an elephant one.
I wouldn't even waste
blonde beard.
I don't consider it a waste.
Blonde beard.
No, I didn't say like waste. I mean, just I would just watch. I would watch the zombie from afar and let him do.
No, see, because here's the problem with that.
As long as he's not biting my leg, if he start biting my leg, then I got to shoot him. But
see, the problem that I have with that is how are you that close to him in the first place that he's able to bite your leg like that?
He ain't that close to me. That's what I'm telling you. I'm watching the shit from afar. But then again, if I'm observing the shit and he turned around and leap on me, then I gotta shoot him. It's as simple as that. I mean, if we're talking metaphorical bullshit, if this motherfucker says some Tru Sherm this, Tru Sherm that, at that point I got the right to pull out my YouTube gun and shoot the motherfucker, or I could just keep it pushing because your bite didn't really hurt me, and it's not gonna turn me to you.
Doesn't matter if it's positive or negative, though.
If he says some positive shit about me, cool. If he says some negative shit about me, cool too, because that's content. That's some shit I could use to whatever. But more than likely, a nigga like me would just ignore it because I'm, 4 miles a day. Fuck it. I don't have time for stupid shit. Like if it's really good, if it's like really, really good for me to like stop what I'm doing to focus on you, then we got some shit. But most shit that people, 98% of the shit that people say to me or about me don't mean shit to me. And the 2%, I would somehow turn it and flip it into some shit that I don't care about. So that's 100% of the shit that I don't care about that motherfucker say about me online. Unless knocking on my door or your name is on one of my bills, I don't give a fuck what you say about me. There's only two things that concern me about this shit. Is if you are going out stealing my shit and then just no acknowledgement, no nothing, trying to make a buck off of me without at least breaking me off something or letting me know, then we got problems. But for the most part, there is an honor code. People will let me know. And most of the time, shit, I'm not that interesting anyway. Like, who am I? So, like, that's another thing. I'm not in my head about any of this shit. Like, this shit is not me versus MAGA man. Me versus this. This is YouTube hype, son. Unless we get in that boxing. Like, that's the thing. Here's what kills me is about some of this shit. Some of this YouTube.
Actually, the YouTube boxing is more hype than actually just picking apart somebody's argument. And not having to go in the streams with them and pretend like nothing's wrong.
You're getting paid money.
Well, attention is money.
I get to get paid money to whoop your ass, and then at the end of the day, I go off into the sunset and spend my money, or save it and turn it into crypto. Why? Like I just come from a different age of nigga. You have a problem with me? Let's fight. Simple.
The thing is, why waste my time? Ruin somebody's life.
Why you have to do what?
Why can't he just ignore them?
Who, MAGA man?
Yeah.
That's why I said that's his fucking problem. If he ain't ignoring his people, That's his fucking beef. If me and I don't want to say his name in the negative, but if me and Garage started beefing again tomorrow, it wouldn't be a beef for me. It'd be just some shit that he brought up, or maybe I said some shit that angered him and he want to go off on me. That's his business. But whatever I said wasn't intended to him or anyone.
I don't give a damn. I really don't give a damn what happens to me. You can say, you can talk. I mean, shit, Trevor, you probably got a whole bunch of shit to say about me. Yeah, doesn't matter to me. Shit, I'll talk shit to myself.
Oh God.
What you want to say?
Nothing. It's just that I don't think that a lot of people have a good grasp on the situation, and like I would.
The thing is,
I would look at it in terms of if you want to say it's just internet stuff, then I guess you could approach it with the same internet gusto as everybody else.
What's he gonna do to me? What's Mega Man gonna do to me?
The fact that he threatened somebody and he's got somebody's address.
What's he's gonna do to
and
me?
To potentially put his life,
Give him my address.
Life in danger.
Give him my
and
address.
And literally told people to go over and
give him
his organization.
My address and have him be angry with me one of these days. Have one of the Mega Man army people pull up to outside of that door.
I think the problem is
that's gonna happen. Is they gonna get their feelings hurt?
The problem is obviously that he's not going to. So my question after that reflection would be: then what are you so afraid of if he's not going to do anything? Then why not say the truth and not beat around the bush and just say it how it is?
Is this question directed toward me?
Well, anybody who has a problem with somebody being exposed online for who they really are, I would ask. If you don't believe anything's going to happen by telling the truth,
I would just bring it up. I would say, Mega Man, you're wrong. I would say, don't fucking dox people. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like your beef with Slippery but Wet, whatever problem there is, I'm pretty sure it could be solved without you dox. As a matter of fact, the shit was already. This is what I'm trying to say. The shit was already solved. The shit was really already solved. All it took from his end was just to ignore it, but he didn't. So now it's his fucking problem. Now, when people start doxing him and start making videos about him and chicken toes and calling him out.
Don't you just said it yourself. You said it's his problem. So how is it anybody else's fault that stuff keeps happening to him if he makes the decision?
Again, you just nailed it right there. He brings the shit to himself. I'm not over here doxing people. If you want to make fun of me, go right ahead. If you want to do the shit for years. I got one guy got 9 videos about me. I hope he gets all the views. Salute.
Right. The thing is, I'll talk shit on myself. I'm 6'2", black, can't get a date. I got a small dick.
If you want my 70s porno mustache to come back, give me up to 200 subscribers.
Yeah, I'm that. I'm
this guy.
You know? I'm that type of person.
I got a sale, baby.
Like I said, I'm that.
I want that mustache to come back.
Myself.
I'll grow that Joey Ryan mustache.
Yeah.
Really? Is that what we're doing now?
Oh yeah.
We're selling out for a mustache now.
Fuck yeah. I've got to get the money somehow. Shit, fuck it. If I don't sell me, if you don't sell you, who gonna sell you? Who gonna sell you better than you?
I'll make fun of my damn self.
I don't think a lot of people have that problem that the pickup artists talk about where they can't sell themselves. Like I don't think a majority of people actually have that issue. It's just something that the PUAs project on the others that really don't have a problem at all. But it's just
PUA problem.
Yeah.
What the fuck is a PUA again?
Pickup artist?
What the fuck? No, like what the fuck is what do you like where's the art in picking up bitches? There's no art. You're not painting a picture of picking up hoes. Like get the fuck out of here, nigga. Next.
No, but you're painting a picture of what it is, why it is you're trying so hard.
I don't try hard.
To portray yourself in a certain way.
If you are falling for pickup artist bullshit, then you have fallen for the Patrice O'Neal Kryptonian theory, where in America we are surrounded by other Kryptonians. They don't mean shit. Men don't mean shit. But if we go to some third world country, oh my God, you know, you speak a little bit of the language. Oh my, you can woo any of them. That's what you're being fooled by. You're being fooled by the motherfucker with either the car or it's called bait. It's called bait and switch, man. Y'all, you younglings will learn that shit when you get to my age, man. You younglings will learn. You'll get the pimp game real good. All
Here
it
we
takes
go.
is trial and error. Yeah, that's what I need, baby. Give me them subs to that stash, baby. I'll grow it back, baby, in no time. Call myself Shermy PI.
Yeah.
So what y'all want to talk about, man? Shit, y'all want to keep talking about this motherfucker, or y'all want to talk about something else?
It's totally up to you.
Yeah,
Totally up to you.
I want to talk about this folder I bought yesterday from his truck stop.
What did you buy?
Hold on. I bought this little holder. I love this thing. This thing holds my pens.
You having fun out there?
Oh hell yeah!
You look like you're driving in the middle of
This
Africa.
thing, I'm gonna do a review. Hold on.
Well,
I'm back. I'm gonna do a review on that thing.
The pickup artist thing was actually pretty interesting. I think that would be a fun thing to talk about, especially since
This
you have
is my version.
the teacher and the student dynamic being more of a focus.
Barrett, do you have problem picking up bitches? Like, do you have problem picking up women at all?
No, not at all.
There's nothing to teach
I mean,
you,
as
my
far as
son.
I know, I don't have a problem. Shit,
The God and the
apparently
Spirit and the Holy Ghost be with you.
Apparently, I don't have a problem. Apparently, one of them wants to pick up me.
Just be careful with all this Me Too shit and wear a condom and don't get herpes.
Well, the problem is, it's like the person wants to pick me up. It's I'm probably going to end up in a trunk.
But if you need okay, for those out there who want me to teach, here's something I could teach you. If you want the baddest bitches in the land, number one, look where the baddest bitches in the land are. They're not in bars. They're not at the mall. They're not. Some might be at the beach, but find out where they go after the beach. Get invested. If you want the baddest bitch in the land, you gotta learn the characteristics. It's like Pokemon, motherfucker. Okay, you gotta learn the habitat of the baddest bitch in the land. Now, most motherfuckers on this planet, you're not gonna get the baddest bitch in the land. Okay, most times you're not even gonna see the baddest bitch in the land. Okay, most of the time you're gonna see a 7, 8. You might see a 9. But she's probably more or less already taken. Okay, so what you got to do is pure and simple, because women are pure and simple. You got to work on yourself. Work on yourself. If you have the money to collect more money, more freedom. More money, you got nice place, nice pad, nice car. Confidence is through the fucking roof. Hell, your confidence ain't even got to be through the roof, and you ain't got to have shit. You could be a fucking bum out in the street. Just have something about you that a woman can look at and desire. It's that simple.
Facts.
You can have these bitches in rotation. That's another thing you got to have. Have them in rotation. Have hoes on tap. If you ain't getting that rotation pussy, get out the game. The way these bitches are caught carouseling you, that's how you need to be doing to them. If you ain't doing it, then get out the game. You're in the wrong game. If you ain't pimping, then you say.
I love how guys just get all stiff on a bitch too, like how like she's like your only one, and like they start to get in the mating mode when they start to feel like
she might be the bottom.
One-itis, I think it's what
she might be the bottom or the top, or she might be the main. But bitch, keep it real. You knew what the game was before you got into it. You knew what this was before you walked in here. You knew this fantasy was a fantasy. You knew this shit was a fairy tale. You knew how it was going to end. And I'll tell you exactly how you do. If your hoe leave you, you tell the next pimp what she like, what she about, salute, go on about your business. Remember what that pussy was like. When you're beaten, you think about that pussy from time to time, because that's it. It's over. Done. Don't go back. Don't. That's a very good lesson right there.
No,
too.
that's actually good advice.
Whatever marriage, relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, one night stand.
You gotta be able to move on. You can't stay hung up on the same stuff.
Sodom and Gomorrah.
Because you'll never get into another successful relationship if you just keep stewing on the negative.
What happened in the story of Sodom and Gomorrah? When she looked back, she turned to stone. Pussy gone.
Yep,
Don't look back.
pillar of salt.
True. Yeah.
I got a holder for my phone. I like this holder too. I'm gonna do a review on that too.
Hey man, you should do. I was getting ready to get a holder, and I was gonna do Where Too True. I was just gonna drive around Comedyfornia and look at shit.
Yeah, this is a pretty good holder. I forgot the name of it, but I got two sections of it. I think the Road Pro or something sense. But I got a hold on.
Totally Not Mega Man says wrong. You need to constantly harass your baby mama for years. If that doesn't work, your cyber stalker and her family until she takes you back.
That baby mama,
Hey,
your baby mama, my baby mama. Let me tell you something.
I'm actually interested to see what that more chats pickup artist game and stuff, like their knowledge too, because kind of have a compendium of experts here.
If you want to learn how to pick up women, the good advice is to learn both. Learn women's environment of the woman that you desire, and then don't mold yourself to be that guy. Just be yourself, but learn from that guy. Learn what he's doing. Learn his techniques. Learn his patterns. So sometimes it's better to shut the fuck up and listen than trying to preach all the time. So let me go ahead. The apex. These are words. This is language.
These are words.
But
I'm part of Mr. Forma's school of Red Pill, where I never needed the pickup artist stuff to work. I just watched it to look at what guys who think that other guys have a little confidence think about women and the rest of the world and success, and how much of a fantasy world they live in on a daily basis. How they chase the fantasy instead of chasing reality. It seems kind of like almost like the opposite of a thrill seeker, looking for mundane, controllable situations and not actually getting out of your comfort zone and doing things that are uncomfortable to do, that might change your character. Whoa, shocker! And actually improve the human condition overall.
I would watch the top PUAs and what they're doing, all the other prank channels, and I'm gonna kiss your wife in the back of the alley. Dude, those motherfuckers know each other for years and shit.
Can somebody read the last comment for me?
You want to lure her to your van full of cheese sandwiches. Okay, that almost took my soul.
Hey, what was the last comment? One previous to this one.
What the
It was just some dating advice.
Yeah.
Okay, did you read it?
Yeah.
I literally just read it out loud.
Baby mama for years. You need to picture your baby mom's like stuffed with 1,000 dicks. It's over. It's finished.
There's more knowledge right here.
There's no more baby mama anymore. Like, that is done, dude. Even if she went back to you, what, dude? That pussy's been ran through more than fucking track and field, fucking Bubba Fett, fucking all that shit, man. It's been ran through.
Mm-hmm.
Next.
Was that a job at me? How precious.
Yeah, man. You can't put pussy up on a pedestal. Okay? Married man, not married man, relationship. Do not put pussy. Are they putting penis up on a pedestal? No.
No.
All right. So why would you put pussy up on a pedestal? Why are you putting a fucking biological orifices on a pedestal? That makes no fucking sense to me as a borderline scientist.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. I mean, I have enough understanding of the human body to believe that it's not much of a pedestal worth. I don't think a lot of people need to be on a pedestal.
Yeah, actually, Mike, I would rather be a simp than be a freaking pickup artist, because at least simps put Well, I mean, PUAs put pussy on a pedestal. There's no way ifs, ands, or buts about it.
I wouldn't
I don't
say
care
all
who you wanna.
PUAs. I would say some PUAs, but I would say more simps would do it than the PUAs. But why would you say you would rather be a simp than a PUA? You think simps are like?
Because there's a reason to put a woman on a pedestal, or like a person,
There's a purpose.
a person of substance at all, to put a man or a woman on a pedestal. That's what pedestals are for. Pedestals are for putting just like an arm or something, unless you want to be like some avant-garde artiste and have a deep, meaningful idea behind something. But a person, putting a person on
to build the pedestal with you, you'll be on the same damn pedestal. If you both are building the pedestal, you'll be on the same damn pedestal.
You do realize
the relationship is a building process.
I'm using Stark technology to keep up with you, right?
Stark Tech.
Like I had to increase my bandwidth just to make sure that we could hear wind. Otherwise, we would not be hearing.
I thought there was a smudge. I thought there was a smudge on my screen because it's the same size expanded as it. I was like, "What is that on my screen?" There's like some sort of plastic thing.
Velcro. That's the Velcro for my pre-pass.
Yeah,
I took my pre-pass now because.
Oh fuck! I gotta. Okay, there you go.
I don't want people to know too many people. I mean, I put it in this. I put the pre-pass down because I set it right here so that I can see it when DOT calls me in.
Is that the toll roll thing, Majiggy?
I set it like this.
Yeah, it's my. Yeah, I guess it's his toll. I guess that's his toll bar. Mm-hmm.
Neat. You should come to California sometime, and you should come to California. There's no. I'm telling you, in terms of view, there's no better place than Southern Cali, Comni, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't care anymore.
Southern Comni, yeah, that's it. California knows how to distribute wealth.
Why doesn't Logic come here? Jeez, the fucking wheeze.
In the city of sharing. We poop on sidewalks. Okay, I'm gonna get a copyright strike if I keep that up. Let me stop.
You want it because I went running today, dude. Just like I walked past some of these, like there are people living in the fucking sewers, dude. I'm highly fucking convinced that they're like. I was running today, right? I seen a fucking string. This shit almost made me want to fucking vomit. I don't even know if I want to say this shit.
We should do that. That's gonna be a great video, like tonight on Supergate or Sewer Gators. And then it's just like, I'm like, crikey, wow, it's a big one. We're down in the San Diego sewer.
Fuck that shit, dude.
We're looking for crocodiles.
Nah, bro.
But so you got crocodiles in the sewers. You got Pennywise walking around, modern day women with all that clown makeup. You got, they're being cast out of the sewers.
Well, the shit that I see tampons. I see those maxi pad things. I see fucking masks.
Like the porn star that used to live in the Vegas sewers, and she was like, "Yeah, I used to be a porn star."
What porn star lives in the fucking Vegas sewers right now?
No, she's dead. I think.
She's dead.
Yeah, I think she lived down there. And at one point, there was a team of documentarists or realist cinema verite people that went down and interviewed her.
I think
did like a 60 minutes in the sewer.
I think I've actually. I might actually have to go back and look at that because I think I've actually seen something on that about this porn star living in the fucking sewer. They went down there, interview, and it's like this.
Yeah, she's not alive. She's not alive anymore.
Yeah, this is during a time where conspiracy shit was like at its all-time high. So when I saw that shit, I was like, I wasn't fazed at all. Mm-hmm. I just got through watching like somebody tell me about a room full of babies being fucking slaughtered by a fucking security guard or some rich fucker somewhere in some fucking mansion with checkerboard floors.
Oh yeah, I'll believe anything. I think Dr. Fauci is like I'm part of the new Umbrella Corp or something. He's got to be.
Umbrella Corp. He's a part of the new connection, dude.
He's a part of the connections.
Yeah, he's pulling this shit back with the backdoor and AIDS, man. He found the fucking the thing in the forest. What's it called? The Midicite or whatever it's called. He found that shit. The shit where all the souls go to. And he made a giant baby in a fucking house in the middle of Louisiana somewhere. He sends fucking people like me there and shit. Yeah, I got to run from a giant baby and shit in a lost house, and no one's gonna.
Well,
find
I look at it as like there are a lot of groups of people that are trying to spread a mind virus of some sort in the world, and Dr. Fuckboy Fucci's just one of the other, just another person in the small, like a small drop in the ocean of the amount of people that are out there trying to spread something to you through one of your, holes. And my one thing is bullshit. The bullshit that I'm thinking people try to spread, the fear mongering. I don't mind hatred. I actually get most of my things, the places I'm subscribed to is because of it. Pure hate. Okay, and I have no idea. I have no problem admitting that. That's like something that I was like, it comes straight from the. I've told Tico once. I was like, I don't know what it is about why I'm subscribed to certain people, and he's just like, maybe you're just jealous. And maybe I think you're right. But it's like one thing. It's one thing to admit it, and it's another thing to like, what's these other people's excuses for creating content? It just doesn't make sense to me.
Look up Dr. Fucci's
I mean, for me, it's shit and giggles.
Terrifying. I'm gonna look up Dr. Fucci's wife.
Dr. Fucci's wife.
If she's horrifying,
shapeshifter.
I want you to display her on the
live.
Screen. Yes, for everyone to be
lovely
horrified.
meeting you. I would like a best friend for life if I could.
Jesus Christ.
My main problem with girls is like the ones that I think are like cool to associate with, they can't make up the mind.
Oh my God.
They're like
how bad is it?
Ooh.
All I see is him looking down and be like, oh my God.
This look like a nigga I used to spar with.
Damn.
Wow. Wait. Is Dr. Fucci's wife black?
Nah.
Oh, I thought he was really progressive like that.
Just rough in the face, my dude. Like, God damn. I mean, maybe she had her hot moments, but
she has had a human experimentation.
We're the same age.
About the sewer gators thing. I just
we're the
I live in a postmodern world. I just assume that everything in the sewers is like Hunter Gammas and Resident Evil.
There's no way we're the same fucking age.
Zombies.
There's no way we're the same age. Maybe she got her degree in 1985, but there's no fucking way she was born in 1985. There's no fucking way.
Wait, who are we talking about again? For Dr. Fucci's wife?
Dr. Fucci's wife.
85? Dang, so she's like
married,
still pretty young.
Married in 85. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. The year after 84, that makes sense. Yeah, she's pretty rough, man. She looks like my fucking old like PE teacher.
I just think it's crazy. I was gonna be like, it's gonna be 2022 or whatever, however you pronounce it, and there's gonna be guys being like, after what I just went through these past 2 years in quarantine, I think I'm ready to get married. Like that's actually gonna be a real thing. It might be smaller percentage than what is normal, but there's always gonna be somebody.
Have you seen all the relationships that have split up because of the quarantine? I beg to differ, good sir. I mean, we'll see, because there are a lot of hornbag fucking guys out there. Sexual assault kind of took an uptick during all this shit, so I know guys.
What's the thing? What is the right thing? Because what would be the smoothest PUA answer? Because a lot of people have attempted to. Are there a lot of hornball guys, or are there a lot of asexual, low confidence, low
just
T?
Walk up to a bitch and be like, "Yo, you want to fuck?" Nope. All right, next bitch. Hey, want to fuck? All right, cool. Next bitch. One of them's gonna say yes. So, are they gonna start asking questions like, "Well, where do you live?"
So you go after the one. So you go after the one person out of 100 that says yes to like the minimal effort.
Basically.
Unbelievable.
Shit, that's a shitty ratio right
if
there.
If you're really just
get the fuck down and lose an emotion to get beat down some more. after a while of getting your ass getting beaten down with a fucking stick, you begin to not feel it anymore because the fucking nerves aren't fucking working right no damn more. You know?
Man,
You get hit the same spot after a while, you don't feel it.
Either you gotta, but like I wouldn't try to sit there and try to figure it out. You got a boyfriend and the fuck. I'll take you someplace nice and then dick, because that's all. It's you're gonna want either attention, time, or money. Which one do you want? Like seriously. And
I don't go up to 100 girls and ask them, "Do you want ATM? Do you want ATM?"
Not 100 girls at once.
And the one girl out of I'm saying out of the one girl out of not 100, but I'm saying 10 that will be like, "Do you want my ATM?" And she's like, "Yes." And be like, "All right, I'm going for you. Let's do this." Smack them cheeks.
Why not? The other fucking bitches said no.
Oh, man.
What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Waste my time with someone who just said no to me? What the fuck? No. No,
that would be a little bit. It would be a little bit. I would say it'd be a little bit.
I wouldn't be that blunt about it, but I wouldn't waste my fucking time. Like I wouldn't be like look at the top dudes who pick up bitches. They don't waste their time because they know they got it like that. Now me, the reason why I don't is because I don't have it like that. So I wouldn't waste my time.
Well, listen to how you say that. You say that you would say that about a woman if she had ass, right? If she was holding ass, you would say she got it like that. So that's why guys go after her. But you said if a guy's got it like that, he has to go after like without hardly any effort and very easily, but he still has to go after women.
Think about the effort that women have to put in with sex. They put in zero effort for that shit. So why the fuck should I have to put in? Like, why should I have to pay for something that other motherfuckers have either paid for or have for free before me?
Because an eye for an eye, Tru Sherm, the whole communist proverb, eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind. You do have to put in effort to get a good product.
Why would I pay for something that other motherfuckers have had before? I would have to even resort back to the Kevin Samuel question.
That sounds like
some
communist
what on this motherfucking planet grows in value after use and time?
Are they like ecosystem?
Jesus fuck. Okay. Why would I pay for the fuck?
You better fucking concentrate on driving, motherfucker.
Very bad decisions are being made right now.
Yeah, I can only use that Star Tech for so long. Then I see bumpings and I'm like, a fucking win. You better concentrate on that load, buddy.
Because the thing is, a simp is just one rug pull away from being a red pill person of a varying strength. Some people are better when they get into it. Some people are better off being.
You still didn't answer my question though.
But the point is that
you still didn't answer my question though.
Whether you like it or not, there's something worse about being a pickup artist.
Did not answer my question.
What was it?
The question is, what on this planet, in terms of items, in terms of even people, in terms of champagne, in terms of whatever, what grows in value after use and time?
What
does pussy grow in value after use and time?
Well, a good relationship is supposed to build over time. Yeah, and if you're just getting pussy in a relationship, then the relationship is going to get worse over time and with use. But
so
if you're good at managing,
my question with that would be, what do women bring to the table besides just their pussy?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
So if they're not bringing nothing more than their pussy, then how can I judge them on anything else except for pussy? You see what I'm saying? Like, if all they are is like, what are women doing right now in today's world? They're turning themselves.
You think pickup artists have a good pickup artists? You're right. Pickup artists do have a good understanding of the world and female nature and how to game. You
don't need to be a PUA in order to understand female nature. You could be MiGTOW red pill. You could be a beta male simp, but it's just something about that. You haven't had any control.
Let me ask you
over it,
this: if you have a pickup artist and you slap MiGTOW on his videos, does that make him a MiGTOW or does that make him still a PUA?
No, if he's going to have to pick one, you're either going MiGTOW or you're not, and it's no big deal really in my book. Some motherfuckers make it a big deal because you're a hypocrite. It's like, fuck you. Number one, we're on a website that censors motherfuckers like us. But
I make it a big deal in conversations.
Well, I'm just simply saying, like, we are on a website that shuts motherfuckers like us down, but like, WAP and all that shit gets to exist because sex sells. But telling the truth apparently offensive. It's like, it's bullshit. That's hypocritical within itself. This whole goddamn world is hypocritical, especially in terms of the double standards that we experience. Like Mary J. Blige flew out a 15-year-old boy to her estate 5 fucking times. 5 times. 5 times. What happens if Bill Cosby flew out a bitch 5 times in a day or 5 times in a year or some shit like that? How would we feel about that? It's just like
I guess people like that you're talking about already do.
But see, in terms of like a PUA who decides to go MiGTOW and then decides to go back to PUA, to me that's just a decision, and I wouldn't really call him a hypocrite on that. But if you're like trying to sell MiGTOW and then you're doing some PUA shit behind the back, I wouldn't even call that hypocritical. I would just call that you trying to do some scammy shit. You're scamming at that point. But if you making money, if motherfuckers falling for the scam, throw my hands up. I wouldn't fall for the shit though. I see through it.
Q says the second hottest girl wants to knock the hottest girl out of her spot. Hottest girl thinks she's too good for you. The third hottest is insecure and will not trust you.
Yeah, see, it's like bitches go through shit, and it's like I don't have time to sit here and figure it out and go through your life story and who touched you when you were 16 or what's the creepy uncle snuck in your bedroom. I ain't got time for all that shit. It's like you either ready for some, and I'm not even saying let's not build a relationship. That's not even what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that let's get down to the nitty gritty, because I think women wait way too fucking long to just get to the bottom of what the fuck you're trying to figure out. Because
I said that.
Across the board.
I'm not. No, you're good. You're fine.
No, I'm not even challenging you. I'm just saying women across the board want men who has, vroom, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? The anaconda, right? So why are you waiting 6 months?
Oh, I thought it was like money, like vroom, like the money machine.
Penis, a giant baby arm on your face. Not your face, but
I got it.
The people. Like, if you are like trying to figure out is this guy slinging, why would you make him wait more than a week if you're feeling him? Because that's the other half of the equation is sex.
Because that's the way that it goes. That's the way that the game is played.
Which is fucking stupid.
No, it's a double standard, but it is a standard. At least it's a standard. It's not pickup artists, every man for himself. Some guys just can't do it the way I can do because I have the confidence. It's like that is no standards whatsoever. Soulless, biological. What you described and how I would say a person thinks about it and behaves is two completely different things. Because it's like, getting down to the nitty gritty only works with guys, and it only works when it's a common goal. Like if you have a friend and he has a problem and you try to talk to him, a lot of times he's not willing to listen.
To me, it works if you have testicles, but I mean,
true. But I mean, I would say most people don't even have the guts to actually be.
That's my flaw. On. That's my flaw is that I keep forgetting that a lot of guys are not like me. Like I could just let shit run off my shoulder. You want to call me Susan or call me a bitch or call me.
Or like you said, like I was saying earlier, you can stand close enough to someone that they could literally bite you. It's like that's not a good thing to want to be able to survive. You shouldn't have to be able to survive getting bit.
First of all, we're talking about metaphorical bullshit. Just number one. Number two, just to go back to MAGA Man, just to bring him up.
Mm-hmm.
That motherfucker's not that close to me. Not like you or Tico or anyone in our circle. He never was. He was a motherfucker who I saw, and I wanted him to be something more than what he is. But he keeps going back into this stupid shit. So it's like after a while, it's like a mad dog. Just let him. And if he comes, and the metaphorical part is if he comes around and says my name in the negative, I might put him down. Then I might let it go because it's like it don't mean shit to me. Like said my name in the negative, give a fuck. That's just more views coming my way, motherfucker. Thank you for the free publicity because that's all we've been giving this motherfucker half this stream. It's just more views for his fuck shit. So that's him. But no, he would, dude. Mega Man, he's one of the people who I would want to be cool with, but he has too many fucking issues. Okay, he just got way too many issues that he's got to settle. So when he settles those issues, or he does something that's, okay, that video makes sense because the truth, if it comes from wherever, and I like it, it might be featured on Shermanation. I was thinking about downloading maybe one or two of your videos. It might feature them on Shermanation one of these days. Same thing goes with Tico because he be telling the truth about them bitches sometimes. I'm just simply saying.
Here's how I think about a relationship is cool. Here's what I think about a relationship that is cool. Like an aspect of it. I don't have to ask you for nothing. You don't have to ask me for anything. Neither of us owe each other for anything. And there's no hard feelings about what either of us are doing at a particular point in time. Unless we're in a direct obstacle.
But that's
That's what I think of a thing. That's what I think about in terms of a relationship being cool. Because
it's idea because two things. Men have to be masculine. And because she's not going to find you attractive the moment you do stupid shit like cry or show your emotions in front of her, she's going to find you way less attractive than she first did. You have to keep that aura of you that you can get any bitch at any time. And this shit can
maintain frame
at my call. It's not your call, bitch. It's my fucking call. I chose you. You didn't choose me. You could choose another nigga, but after that, I'm letting your ass go. I'm not keeping you.
The problem with that is that why did you choose that woman? Did you choose her because she was just pussy, or did you choose her because you wanted to build a relationship?
For whatever the fuck. It could be for there's no set in stone reason why people meet. That shit needs to go away. There's no set in stone reason why people meet. If I really just needed some pussy, that's my strategy. But there is a motivation for why people go to a club. If I were just to look for love, why the fuck would you go to the club? You could. The number one source of maintaining a relationship is communication. The last place you'd want to go to start is a club because you can't hear nobody, you can't talk. So
I think that's what I think. I don't need to talk if I go to the club because I basically understand why I'm there. Why do I need to talk? Why do I need to talk to somebody?
You doing the same shit that I'm doing. You just doing it slower. That's it. That's the only difference. You just doing the shit slower. I wouldn't even go to the club for that. I just go to the beach.
What are you talking? Well, yeah, you can go to the beach. You could go to the club. It really doesn't matter. The point is that, like, what is it? You understand why you're at the beach. Am I
just
right
like
or wrong?
You understand why you at the club.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference?
Yeah. There is no difference. I didn't say there was a difference.
Either you're doing it at a rate because you can't really talk to women when the boots and all that shit. Now you feeling them out. You're dancing with them, seeing is this the girl I'm going to hit it off with or not. See, that's that, fluid shit. But then there's probably other elements about her that you didn't know. Like she got 3 kids from 3 different motherfuckers. Those are very important details I probably should have known about before I did anything silly with this girl. Because you could walk into a situation and have some kid grabbing your leg, talk about daddy. Like, no, I don't know you. I don't know who you are. And I don't owe you child support of no kind. You know what I'm saying? And women end up trapping motherfuckers like that and end up having pay for children.
I think if you get to the house and I think it should be a rule in the law that if one of a baby mama's, or not baby mama's, but a single mother's kids touches your thigh, like makes it to your thigh, you automatically have to pay some form of child support.
Well, in
Wow.
today's world, today's world that we live in, you're gonna have a lot of motherfuckers paying child support for kids that are not theirs because the market shows that about a good chunk of American women are single mothers. So these are the options that a lot of men have, and a
See,
lot of men don't want.
I don't have this vendetta against them like a lot of these like guys in the manosphere do. I don't know what it is, but it's like
hold on, whoa, where's the vendetta? What vendetta?
No, I'm just that's the way I look at it. Is the situation? You know, maybe you may disagree, but
where's the vendetta? There's no disagreement. Where's the vendetta? Because I'm not taking a vendetta against women. A vendetta means I'm going out and like a
vendetta means that you got vendetta would imply that you have had some run-ins dating single mothers, and there's some sort of something that happened that means that you were. I'm not saying about. I'm
not a vendetta. That is experience, my nigga. That's not hatred towards single mothers. That's just I don't want to put up with that bullshit because I've been there and done that. I've tried dating single mothers.
That's what I just said.
The mileage matters, ladies. I'm sorry, but it does. Like I have a kid, and I barely want to put up with a single mother. And if you have more than one kid, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. I'm sorry. Because number one, if you having multiple kids from multiple baby daddies, it shows unstableness, and it shows that number one,
I gotta keep up with the chat.
Well, if you couldn't make up with them, if like a lot of these bitches are not hooking up with beta bitch boys. They're hooking up with real niggas. But if they couldn't please her, what the fuck makes you think you're gonna do any better? Where in your mind, I always have to ask that to the next guy, the stepfather. Where in your mind do you think you're going to do better than the last guys? When the older she gets, she's expecting more for pussy that is becoming devalued by the second.
Mm-hmm.
It just
the problem is you can make a problem is that
make sense to me in terms of it. And I'm not saying that every single mother is out there hoeing. Not saying that. Sometimes it could be you have 5 kids from the same dude and the dude died or something like that. Noble causes and shit like that. I understand stuff like that. But 5 different kids from 5 different fucking babies. I don't care how you paint it. I don't care how innocent. I don't give a fuck what the motherfucker. That is unstable. Don't go near it. It's too fucking much. And she can't take care of those kids and your penis all at the same time. What is she, fucking Octomom? What the fuck is going on? What is she?
I mean, that's my thing. It's like, why are you looking at yourself as just another mouth to feed to a woman?
You know the worst.
It's just kind of like that. That's the perspective that I think is like just way off with the whole pit, like the whole shitting on simps and single mothers and stuff. And
ain't no one shitting on them though. That's the thing. If there's someone shitting on them, please point it out, and I'll point it out back to you how that's not shitting on single mother. That's just telling the fucking truth. A lot of high value men do not want single mothers. They do not want women overweight. That is why Kevin Samuels was on the verge of getting 1 million subscribers, because all of these single and lonely ass women are trying to figure it out. And they got all this information, but they look at a nigga like me who's telling you the truth. And they go, oh, you have a vendetta against women. Oh, someone hurt you. Oh, you can make up all the fucking excuses you want. It's your loneliness. I could choose to say yay or nay.
It's the first thing you gotta ask me. Oh, I got a vendetta one. Why do you got a vendetta? Well, why are you projecting your vendetta on me?
And that's another thing. I'm on a website where I get to hear kill all men, rusty, dusty, motherfucker ain't taking care of me. You need to step up. You need to do this. You need to do that. But I don't get no demands. I can't get one demand from none of y'all. Well, so wait, you get to have standards, right? Hold up, time out. You get to have standards. I get to hear woman after woman after woman after woman talk about you have to accept me as my fat self. You have to accept me for being an overweight woman. You have to accept me for being this big ass chunky bitch. But if my big ass being like, if I was like 320 pounds and I came up to approach you like, hi, my queen. Oh, get your fat ass away from me. So you get the fat shame. But if I dare say something about Chocolate Thunder, then my God, how dare you make fun of that queen? How dare you make fun of that innocent? Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
This is why I'm so glad I was born.
Q says,
the dude that I am.
but Sherm, what if one of those clubs on the beach, or a club with a fake beach with real sand on the dance floor?
There are no clubs on the beach I go to.
Rosarito.
If you want, if you want a club,
Tijuana is a great place with beach clubs.
Bingo.
Beach clubs. Go to Mexico.
Yeah. Go to
Micheladas.
Mexico. They have beautiful, beautiful beach clubs. You can meet a lot of beautiful women there too. Now, if you want loyal women who are going to be in a relationship with you,
comment, and subscribe.
Mexico is a good place to go, baby.
What's up, Amali?
Just avoid
good to see you here. Amali said he's related to Biden. He also said single mothers will always put the kid first, whether it's true intent or not. They will always care about their kids' whims right now instead of long-term future. The child is a backup plan if she fails. Live through the kids.
Where does that leave? Your penis? And you know, salute to relations to Biden and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I have a problem with the motherfucker, but you know, it's whatever. He's the president. I acknowledge him as the president, so good to go.
But that's her. You know, that's her story.
I can't stand motherfuckers who hate Biden. though. That's weird. I don't hate. Yeah. There's no hate toward Biden. Like Biden is Biden to me is funny. Did you see the Manly Low? Go to what was it, Shermination 21, one of them, where I did the Biden Save Your Tears. We made up in that live stream, so I ain't got no hate toward that motherfucker. We cool. But if somebody was going to destroy the country, it's probably going to be Biden. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Like not destroy it completely, like how Trump would have, caused the destruction. But Biden will basically be bull in a made in China shop.
I think Trump's destruction was more on some online bullshit. His overseas policies were better than what most people expected, but he wasn't some sort of.
Oh, Manly says he's trolling, not MAGA man. I don't know. Yeah. So disregard the last few messages.
Regardless, I don't hate fucking Biden like that, but Trump wasn't some sort of economic guru or nothing like that. He just, you can say whatever you want to say about it. There's ups and downs with all these motherfuckers. Really, I don't. This is why I'm so glad I'm like bipartisan, because when Trump came along, I started seeing like one side or the other really lose their fucking minds, and I'm like, you guys, what the fuck is going on? Like, relax. Like, it's not going to be that bad as long as you guys don't act crazy. And sure enough, both sides kind of went little.
It's going to be bad. People are going to act crazy. Because there's no responsibility in the population anymore.
People were crazy before this shit.
Yeah.
They were crazier.
But
like today's crazy, all cops are bastards.
Like, and that's the thing too. If you have like some good character about you, you can be one of the craziest people in the entire world, but your life won't mean you're like, but these people that are quote unquote level-headed, rational freedom fighters are like some of the most, I would say probably some of the most like wild mental cases that have ever been witnessed. They're moderately crazy. But the problem is they just have no responsibility over their actions whatsoever.
Well, that too. But this bullshit I'm seeing, right? This all cops is bastard shit. Now, we had Fuck the Police, Cop Killer. All those motherfuckers who made those songs, they're like doing reality TV shows and shit. Okay? Imagine what these motherfuckers are going to be doing T-minus 10 years. They're using you. The Antifas, the Black Lives Matters, the Proud Boys, they're even using us. That's why I told you guys, as many MiGTOW as I could, or many red pills, or whoever could listen, we need to simmer the fuck down. We need to back the fuck up, and we need to more or less probably monitor ourselves before we start pointing at the next person, because they are coming. They are coming for everybody, not just this side or that side. They got their hand in the whole pot, man. They controlling it. They controlling the whole thing, baby. Everyone's getting played. Telling you. Once the left is done doing whatever the fuck they doing, here comes the right with their dogma and their bullshit. It's no end. It's two sides of the same coin. I don't mind the moderate right and left. I don't mind moderacy. But the extremes of both sides, both of you could eat a bag of dicks. That's just how I feel about that.
I have no problem associating with extremists as long as they have a shred of I guess self-awareness. Because
what fucking self-awareness do you call that shit in Chaz? What the fuck do you call a fucking garden that's been protected by a fucking rape ninja?
Oh yeah, that thing.
If you are going to be a goddamn extremist, you one better know what the fuck you talking about, and two, you better have a goddamn plan. Because extremism with no plan. I understand that you're mad and you're angry, but what the fuck are you doing pulling out your people out of their cars and beating them? You're trying to protect those people. Your focus is fucked. Because someone says something about you, your focus is fucked. Your vision is off. You gotta come back to what made this thing great. Otherwise, they are going to crush you. I'm telling you what they're going to do. They already did it. It's just that, some groups are more resilient than others. Plus, there's someone funding this shit, by the way. And the way the media placates to it, I'm telling you guys, once they're done with you guys, watch out, man. I don't know how long this shit's going to last. Because you see how the mayor of Portland's acting. Now, all of a sudden, he turned heel against the Antifa.
Leaves me practicing no-fap to build my chi. Haven't succeeded yet.
There's something. There's something to that no fapping thing, but I don't get serious with it. Like I don't let it, dictate my life. Like, oh my god, I fapped once today. Oh, no, nigga, it's not like that. Like I'll jerk off if I really like. I might jerk off today. Actually, I have no idea. Put that black cat toy right here. Meow.
Like I said, I have no problem with emotion. I like being I like people who are in touch with their emotions. But if it makes you a kind of an asshole, oh man, who cares?
I don't give a fuck. If you are an asshole because you're I sometimes get emotional, but I don't get emotional. I get emotional because I get to a point where I know what the fuck I'm talking about, but sometimes I don't. But if I feel I know. That's where the feeling part comes in at.
That's the complete opposite. I get emotional when I feel like I'm not. If I feel like the rug's pulled out from under me. If I have some security in my knowledge, then I'm usually not emotional. I don't fight. I don't fight. If I know something's right, I don't try to fight it.
I do two things, right? If I'm losing the verbal debate, I get real quiet. I go like this. For a long ass time, and I don't say shit, and everybody started why is Tru so quiet? He always talking, now you quiet because I'm losing, motherfucker. Shut the fuck up. Or when I start getting my ass whooped in real life, I'll start bucking in more and more because you're actually hurting me. So you could tell when certain motherfuckers is just uncomfortable when they're entering a conversation when they're getting owned. And they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, they'll start getting real quiet or they'll start getting angry. I love when the motherfuckers get angry because I just sit back and that's when I really, I sit back and get quiet with a smile. I'll be like, that's when you start doing the, okay. You listening to them, but you ain't really hearing them. You just, all right. And you just hearing all this screaming, motherfucker, I know what the fuck I'm talking, you bitch ass motherfucker. And you just okay. All right. Go ahead, get all that tough guy shit out of you, because you just like the Chihuahuas. Some guys act like the Chihuahuas, right? Like the pugs. I run by the gate where the people keep their little pugs, and some people, or sometimes they come over and they open up the gate, and all that barking that you was doing, all of a sudden you get a little bit quiet, because you realize that thing or that person that you was barking at. Now he can get a hold of your ass. And you just now remembered that you just a little bitty something. Now take that in terms of knowledge. You ain't left nowhere. You ain't gone nowhere. You ain't experienced nothing. but you trying to tell a big shot, trying to tell a big dog what the fuck to do and how to do and what is and what isn't. Now, my philosophy on it is that I listen to the younger guys because that's where the future's at. But when certain motherfuckers start talking certain things, like now I understand, because when I was young, I used to talk a lot of stupid shit. And some of the older guys, you know, in the 30s, 40s, 50s, they used to look at me, just turn around, just go, oh shit, you'll see one day. And I used to laugh back at them like, I know life. I understand. You don't know shit. 24, 25, 26. You're still young. Give it time. Give it some lessons. Let that life settle in. I've seen motherfuckers go from being rich to living out of sewers. I've seen motherfuckers from living out of sewers to being rich. Anything can happen in this crazy ass life. So I tend not to think about it. So, yeah, and where you go?
Oh, I was drinking water, but I was gonna say facts. All right, guys, we got to hour 30.
Yeah, we can wrap it up right now, man, because I know people got shit to do.
No, I mean we gotta get some loving to them people. We still got some loving to give. I got a whole lot of loving
I was about to say let's go 30 more minutes.
Yeah. So Melly says not all cops are bad, but recruitment drowns targets sociopath. Oh wait. Drown. Wait, what? So it's drown. Sorry, the recruitment process targets sociopaths, so it's drowned with them.
Well, I'm saying is that just in terms of the revolution, they write things like all cops are bastards. When my generation was like fuck the police. It's kind of a difference, and
because the difference is that your generation didn't even acknowledge them, as being legitimate. Whereas now we're like, you be legitimate if you cooperate and if you let me get out of the car when I want to. Don't pepper spray me.
The only cooperation from us back then was if you caught us. If you caught us and you put it in the hand, you could get the handcuffs on us, then you won. But some niggas get away. They still just run. But if you got caught by the police, then you probably wasn't worth getting away in the first place. And then that's when all the snitching shit happened. Like they would, even in the midst of the whole no snitching shit, that's when snitching was at its most high. You know the one.
Yeah, snitching is just like snitching is like a new meme, like a new wave of people.
Well, you know the one place you don't want to snitch? New Orleans. No one's ain't nothing to fuck with.
Why?
What do you mean? Why? Because motherfuckers will kill you for real. I mean, they'll kill you anywhere else, but in New Orleans, it's serious. It's like really, they'll kill you. Like if your cousin get killed by somebody, you got to go handle that. Because if you go to the police, you're dead. You got to handle it. Ain't nothing to fuck with.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Manly Load.
Go ahead.
Manly Load says most extremists have no money or connections till CIA works with them. Over and over again, been proved. ISIS, for example.
Well, I wish the CIA would work with me and give me some motherfucking money to make me go out and troll a whole bunch of goofy ass people.
Working with moderates, the CIA.
If they paying a nigga.
That would be new.
I work with some of the most deranged people on the fucking planet anyway, so it's not like it matters.
Yeah, I hang around crazy people too. But how can we change any of that? Honestly, seems like the way that a lot of people view it.
Wait, when did CIA? Is CIA moderate?
Well, no, I would say they're like, if they're doing ethical stuff, then they're moderate. But in clandestine CIA, it was just probably full of extremists.
Have you seen the latest CIA recruitment video? Have you seen that shit?
No. No.
Yeah, I would say they've been infiltrated by the SJWs.
Oh. But like, it's like SJWs, like I said, they can destroy, but they're nothing to really like swing a stick at. You know, you take a picture, you see the pictures, or at least maybe there's some hidden violence or something potential in there, but so far all the school shooters have all been kind of conservative leaning people. Hasn't really been the live your truth people.
No, they haven't. It's been a mix and match of religious, right, left. But I'll tell you what they all do have in common, though. Single motherhood. That's the one thing they have in common.
Yeah.
Except for the exception of like shit like the DC sniper, shit like that. That was like his father was involved in that shit. So,
or like you have a guy classified
no
as a shooter. The one guy, what's his name? Not Dylan Roof, but the guy that defended the dude defended himself.
Who's that?
Sorry, the one guy.
What's that?
Kleinbelt or whatever.
I think Elliot Rodger is also another rule to the exception because his dad, I guess, was a director of photography for Hunger Games. I don't fucking know. I guess he was a rich kid, so
yeah. Oh, I'm thinking about the one guy that had the body vest who was in the protests and they tried to attack him, so he shot him, shot at him.
Rittenhouse.
Yeah, he's classified as a shooter too.
Well, shit. If you can't defend yourself in a fucking goddamn gun battle where other motherfuckers have guns or are targeting you, or if you can't defend your business from a motherfucker with a gun, or if you can't, then you might as well just go ahead and become a criminal. Fuck it. Or put on a mask and then go crazy. And then when motherfuckers try to say, like, well, motherfucker, y'all walking around with masks, so what you want? And then the police.
It's different now, right? Because back in the day when you wanted to get into crime, that means that you had to become like integrated in this family dynamic, where there's like a big daddy and there's like a bunch of temptation and stuff and weird taboos and don't do this to that person. But now it's kind of flipped on its head, where it's like if you want to be a criminal, you just have to be like, what is it called? Deviant. Well, that's like all it takes to be a criminal. It doesn't take any integrity or social skills to be a criminal. If you really want to be a criminal,
all you got to do is just be on the right, because the media is going to turn your ass into a criminal, just like they did everyone at January 6th. 0 people died during that whole shit. It's just this just call it. Let's just round it out to 0, because one lady died, but it was on the right side. It was on the MAGA people side. They've already determined that the people who was doing whatever kind of storming, they didn't even listen to Trump's speech. They couldn't hear the motherfucker. And Trump told people to go home with love in your hearts or whatever the fuck. How the fuck is that inciting violence? Whereas you got Maxine Waters on monkey ass talking about we're going to turn up if they don't give the right conviction at old boy's George Floyd case. And she's done that shit once before too, where she's talking about make them feel uncomfortable and make them all this and don't stop. And it's like, well, what the fuck do you call that? Is that not inciting violence? I mean, it's like tit for tat and one side or the other. It's like if you're gonna call out the shit that Trump does that is bad, you also got to acknowledge the shit that he didn't do. And he didn't incite an insurrection, or that's bullshit. When you let people into your house who are angry with you, don't be mad if they tear up some shit. And they didn't even tear up no shit. Congress was back in the fucking building the same goddamn night.
Yeah, so there was not as much destruction, but it was kind of a complete degradation of societal norms. Like, how are you conservative, but you decide to storm a building that's supposed to have integrity and that's supposed to have some sort of respect?
Well, so it seems like that's why the right fell for the trap. You should have known what the fucking media was going to try to do to your stupid ass. You should have stayed away from there. But here's a kicker too. For all the people who said that Antifa and Black Lives Matter wasn't there, they were there.
Oh, they were there.
One of the motherfuckers got caught in Colorado, who's recording with him and his girlfriend at the Capitol. So they were there to stir shit up. So you should have known what the fuck the gig was all about. Like, come on, man. Like they went in there. To me, the shit was staged. I can't say it was staged, but you open up the barricades, let these motherfuckers in. I can't really even confirm the girl that died, other than they told me. And then the motherfucker who they told me died from one of the violent insurrectionists bashing them with the fire extinguisher. Because now all of a sudden we care about police. Now all of a sudden, like that was the two instances where I was like, wow, we went from all cops are bastards to, oh, we feel sorry for the cop that died. And hooray for the cop who shot that evil MAGA woman. Huh? Now we love cops. Now cops are cool.
Yeah, they were sheep. I was like, the sheep. Just because sheep learns how to baa doesn't mean it's like has a voice. You catch my drift. You know, it's like there's always the same people that are orchestrating it at the end of the day.
No, some of my liberal friends caught that shit. I ain't no idea. They didn't place no genjutsu on me, Tru. I'm like, good work, buddy. Good on you. Because they know I'm bipartisan, so I look at all the shit like whatever.
Yeah, I don't praise people for their political opinions. It kind of makes me feel like a vampire a little bit, or just like, you know, keep me in the world. That's right. Like I kind of like I just see a lot of the stuff, even positive, even being encouraging people to be political is like kind of toxic. I don't know. That's my
go ahead and put devil horns on your head trying to get people into politics. Like, I don't want to be involved in this. I pay attention to it because, you know, if you haven't been paying attention to the shit like gas prices and the prices at the store, apparently this shit does affect you at some point. So gotta fight for your right to, you know, keep on with that freedom stuff. But, you know, you learn over time freedom is a very, very difficult thing to fight for.
You know, if I have to fight for freedom, it isn't quite, you know, free, is it? It's taxing on my body.
Right.
So it's not freedom at that point. It's basically a mental prison.
Well, it is freedom. You have the freedom to fight, or you have the freedom to not fight, and then watch those who are in power try to take those freedoms because they want more control and more money and more of a throttle over your life, as opposed to you having control over yours. That's where the slavery comes in from. Sometimes, you know, all it takes for evil to succeed is for good men to do nothing. So sometimes it's necessary to fight. I mean, if you think about it like this, if all you had to do to go through school was to do nothing, then we will all do nothing. But obviously, you got to fight a little bit in order to graduate.
Well, you kind of have to not have a life to graduate.
Well, is either going like I said, you want to build something, you want to go somewhere. The harder you fight, the more you succeed. If you're thinking about pussy, like I thought about pussy, guess what that's going to earn you? It's going to earn you a 2.0 grade point average. Guess where that gets you in life? Not a lot of places. It barely got me into the military. So if you want to focus on what you really want in life, if you're really serious, then you might want to think about playing the game the way it needs to be played. Because that's all it is. It's a game. You ain't really learning shit that's really going to be applied to out there, but you need to learn the shit in order to apply yourself out there in the real world. Possibly.
Well, at the beginning of this, we were talking about education, right? Teaching, and how that was just like you mentioned something about that like the teachers and that way their relationships with the students. It's kind of like that's kind of gone out the window. So now people have turned to social media in order to try to teach people life advice.
Whatever it takes. If you got to take your kid to one of those special schools for the gifted, the X-Men,
the Montessori,
the new mutants, where Sunspot and Wolverine is at and all that, you want to teach them something special or want them to become a celebrity or actor. Like when you look at guys like Lil Yachty or like what's the name? So many of the littles. They actually went to school for a lot of that shit. They actually
Lil Yachty. I like Lil Yachty.
Yeah, I love Lil Yachty. He knows how to play instruments. He is a brilliant musician. A lot of people don't know that. But that's the thing. See, they paint that I'm from the hood shit. A lot of these motherfuckers ain't from the hood. What's the one dude who ain't even got tattoos on his body? And a lot of people didn't even notice.
Just say who
You ain't got
they
to
is,
choose.
just so we all know.
I don't
who
know his
they-
name.
who
That's
they
the
are.
thing. I don't know who. All I know is Little Yachty, XXX, Lil
No, I was talking
Uzi
about
Vert.
who paints them to be
But
ignorant
the
360 people, like the 360 deal people. Oh, those guys are all poor. Oh, they're just trying to they just want to be rappers. It's like
No.
a lot of these guys aren't even rappers. A lot of these guys are just businessmen.
A
And it's
lot of
like
these guys got
now it's
sent.
taboo to like businessmen.
A lot of these guys got sent to the right school on how to produce. That's what I'm getting into. I'm getting into producing because I don't want to be working at 9 to 5 the rest of my life. That's not going to get you. It's good to start off with, but it's not good to end with. If you want money, you got to produce. You got to be in a position to, good place to practice is YouTube. Good place to make money is even YouTube. But there's some sort of stigma that I'm not supposed to make money. Nah, fuck you. I'm making money, baby. It's just going to be a matter of time. That's all it's going to take.
Yeah, it's always a matter of time.
Undead get to make money. What's his
Who
name?
Undead Chronic?
Yeah, Hammerhand get to make money. They all get to make money. You ain't gonna get a lot of places in this life without asking for donations on YouTube. You're just not gonna get far. If that's what you thought. That
Really?
If you thought that you was gonna blow up on YouTube without some form of connect or something, I mean, like even Kwame Brown, he was a fucking first round
I
draft
guess I'll give
pick.
you that. Yeah, there's a lot of help to be given, as well as there's help to be. There are a lot of people that need help in order to get blown up. I'll
my
admit that
thing is,
you can get
I'm
help.
not gonna make motherfuckers feel guilty for not donating or shit like that. That's when you start getting.
How do you do that? How do you go about not making people feel guilty?
Well, number one, you got to be good enough. If people are coming to your content and they're naturally they'll pay for what they support naturally. Or if they don't,
What if they
then
support seeing you fail? Yeah, like what if they support
some motherfuckers want to pay to see you fail if they pay.
Mhm.
I've seen it a million times. Motherfuckers will pay money just to talk shit about you. If you think that's going to offend me in any shape, form, or fashion, what's offensive to me is me not applying myself, not at least giving it a shot. That would be more offensive to me than anything else. The shot that you miss is the shot that you do not take. If you don't take
I
the shot,
disagree. I agree in terms of in context of what you were talking about. But for me, if I don't want to try something, I'm not gonna feel bad that I didn't try it. Like I just be like,
then you miss your shot on that. You miss your shot on that thing, and then you move on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like there's no
if-
reason to get hung up on being like,
I
I never tried to do that.
Let's just get metaphorical with it, right? The deer you want to shoot is a rap career. You didn't want to shoot the deer, so you didn't want to be a rapper. Move on to something else. Now, the niggas I criticize are the motherfuckers who go, I really want to be a rapper. I really want to be a rapper. I want to be a rapper, so I'll do any. Nigga, shoot your shot. The deer's right there.
Right.
But they don't want to shoot that shot.
But I don't. Who does that?
I'm in a race car driver.
There's plenty of people who do that. Just plenty of people who bitch about not taking a shot. Trust me.
Hey, look,
Tommy Sotomayor, as a matter of fact, is doing it to himself right now. Go watch that madness. Holy shit. That is
No,
madness.
thank you.
what I'm saying is, like,
That is
No,
fucking
I'm
nuts.
good.
That is fucking
I want to be a
dude.
NASCAR driver.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
I wanted to be a NASCAR
See,
driver.
everybody got their thing. Everybody got their content
The
that
thing
they
is-
like. That other people are like, what?
I didn't have the opportunity until later on in life. But the problem is, well, I'm a driver, so I didn't have the opportunity. But I took the opportunity to be a driver of a truck.
So you saw the truck driving deer. You said that deer looked good. Pop, pop, pop. Now you're a truck driver.
Yeah, I laid that deer right between the freaking shoulder blades.
Took a shot.
Hit the lung and the heart.
And if you happy doing what you're doing, cool. But some people take their shot and they end up unhappy doing what they're doing with it. You got to take another shot of something else.
Yeah. Just like with fame, you can't unshoot the deer.
Being famous is different. because you don't go from being famous to no one knows. No, you go from being famous to infamous. That's when the real problems come. Shit. That's when the real problems come, baby. That's when we find out what you really about. Because you remember what's his name? I'm trying to think of a actor who had a real big high and then he had a real big low and then he had a real big high again. That's the diamond in the rough. That's when you trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work. There's gonna be some failures, but then you get back on top.
I really don't want to blow up.
Robbie Downey Jr. is a good example of that. Look up his story. That motherfucker escaped from prison.
How do you end up in prison?
Drugs, probably.
Doesn't
And then
surprise me.
he escaped prison so he could do more drugs. I mean,
Well, yeah.
why else would you escape prison? If you can't do drugs in prison, then fuck it. I'm going to escape
Well, you
prison.
can do drugs in prison. It's just like,
You
are you
can,
comfortable?
it's just-
Are you comfortable doing drugs? That's why
Yeah.
people are so soft. It's like, oh, I want to be able to choose where I can do drugs. I'm like, motherfucker, it's drugs. Are you addicted to it or not? Like,
I
make
just
up your
don't-
mind.
I just don't want them giving me some cocaine that's going to fuck me up for life and shit. I end up twitching and shit for the rest of my life. In jail, you ain't getting the good shit. You getting some oxychloroquine shit and just going to end up fucking up your brain and you end up fucked up for 9 hours and shit. And I'm like, I don't need to be that high, nigga. I'm good on that. Smelling
So-
niggas' butt cheeks to get high and shit like that. So
All
I'm
of a
good on
sudden,
that.
like, yeah. Like, you no longer have COVID. Like, you got COVID and lost it in less than 24 hours.
Fuck that shit.
Oh, God. But, yeah, you're right, though. It's about the environment and what you want to be, exposed to. Which, like, you can't make people forget about that. Like, that. Just ignore it in terms of, like, oh,
Yeah,
maybe you learned something.
that takes us back to this Mega Man shit where I blatantly told him, even if they start talking shit about you, you ignore them, and eventually they'll stop. They're gonna start making.
His problem, he wants to blow up based on his take on one or two particular individuals.
If
That's how he wants to be known. He doesn't want. If that's how he wants to be known, that's how he wants to be known. No one's gonna be able to, like I said, you can't unshoot that deer. Once you say, like, all right, I'm ready to go all in on this one person, then you're going to be remembered as that guy that went all in on that one person. Congratulations. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
And the only way out of that is to not repeat the shit that got you there in the first place.
Always change it up.
Because if you
Always
fucked
change
up,
it
you fucked up. If you fucked up, you fucked up. Just that's why I just told him 15 seconds. This, that. Boom.
He's gonna have to make another apology video probably
For
down
what?
the line too.
For what? Who the fuck's gonna listen to it? It's like the fucking girl who cried wolf. If I didn't listen to the last apology, why the fuck am I gonna listen to the new one?
There's gonna be some people.
It's like they say in the military, do it right the first time. That way I don't have to ask your ass again. Because now it's all awkward and shit. Now there's pride.
Yeah.
Now
you
there's
can't come back and
ego.
create-
I don't feel like asking Mega Man, hey, do it again. But nah, fuck it. I asked you. You did what you did. Then you deleted the shit. It is what the fuck it is. I ain't mad at him. It's just that's his conscience eating at him and people getting inside his head. I don't let people dance inside my head like that. There's nobody living inside my head rent free. You got to pay. Give me money. Give me money.
I want money. I want things.
Pay my taxes.
There's a dick. Eat a dick. Oh my gosh, that's a good. Oh, guys, you guys should go check out the Sherman Nation. Sometimes it has the rap song.
I might play it today. Shit, on my Shermanation.
It's funny, man. So that is a funny song. I agree with Mr. Foreman. I like that song.
But it's about time. I'm about to go eat something. About to break fast here. But any last little? I felt like this is like an interview or some shit. Like, any last little questions or whatever?
No, I got nothing. Honestly, I'm sorry, but I really don't. I don't have anything else. Like that was a good 2 hours of just having fun and You know, trying to get down to the brass tacks. What you about to go do?
I'm about. Oh, are you talking to Wind or?
Hey,
When we know what Wynn's about to go
anybody
do.
had any questions for me?
Oh yeah, you got words for anybody? Got words for Wind in the comments? Everybody? You can say no comment too. But yeah,
Go fuck yourself, Win.
Stay safe, motherfucker. Shit, stop
Yeah,
driving,
stay
just
safe.
bumping all over the damn road and shit. I need my twisted tea. Shit, goddamn it.
Yeah. But
Shit.
Anybody got any questions? Or hi, bye, go fuck yourself, Win, or go jump off a cliff, something like that.
Shout out your channel. Shout out your channel.
MiGTOW to Win. You'll probably find me acting a fool most of the time there, or talking about some stuff that rattles around in my brain, or if somebody's going, or for me, if somebody's going after a person that may or may that they don't have definitive proof, you'll find me going after somebody or talking about a subject. All right, let's go.
great outro. This is Baron Yam. I got some content that I just uploaded recently. Go ahead and take a look at it. If you don't understand it, then yeah, guys, leave a comment with a bunch of question marks, and I'll post subsequent content making up for it. But yeah, this was kind of a thing that Tico decided to orchestrate today, so we want to do big ups and thank you to him. And I'm subscribed to the Tico Tren Red Pill channel. It's a great channel with laughs and seriousness and attitude and just a lot of different things overall. And it's kind of like a variety, and it does it very good. So we want to thank him. I want to thank Tru Sherm for obviously hosting another good Relentless. That was
thank
awesome.
y'all for having me.
No, it was good. It was
I already
good.
ate that chicken nugget. That chicken nugget was good. Manly.
Yeah, I was throwing some more hardball questions at Tru Sherm. I will admit, I was
Those were hardball questions, really?
yeah, those were hardball questions.
Really? Jesus Christ, be gentler next time, I guess. I don't know. No, but if
drag her, slay her, sipping on that true tea, hunty. Gag.
Sorry, I just really like that one.
No, but if Mega Man talks some old shit, I might be back here next week and we might talk shit about you again, motherfucker.
See,
but
you do the same thing I do, just smoother.
But if we are talking about somebody else, it might be about somebody else. I might talk shit about you out there. It might be your turn next week, motherfucker. Ha ha ha!
Talk shit about me.
So that was good.
Shit.
That was a good place to end it.
I might talk shit about myself. I don't give a fuck. Shit.
We might just have a self-roast.
True, you a piece of shit. Try harder. God damn it.
Yeah.
I fucking suck.
Yeah.
What you want from me?
Yeah.
That's
we
show them,
we just want you to
it.
come back. We just want you to come back next week.
I'll be back next week. Just
please.
What happened this at noon? Was you asleep?
I will admit it. I was asleep.
And Tico
I didn't plan
doing
to be
some
asleep.
James Bond shit, something like that.
Most of the time, I'm usually planning to be asleep, but Tico was like, "All right, you're gonna probably have to swing this." Everybody's always asking Yam to swing something.
We could do next week at 2 as opposed to 12.
It wouldn't. I mean, today was a completely different. Like I said, I wasn't planning on being asleep, but I just literally conked out, and so I'm whichever time is good for you. We'll basically be able to run that.
Then let's do 2.
I'll be there to talk shit.
Everybody
I'll be there to talk shit if you're late again.
Yeah, and we'll ignore you. But you guys have a great rest of your day. Be safe, be well, treat yourself like milk, do nothing but spoil yourself. That was a great note to end on, though. Tru Sherm, he might be coming after you. Once he What? At one point he was your friend, but maybe things will change. Find
for
out
no
next
fucking
week.
reason either. Just I might just show up at your house. Hey, motherfucker. Hey, I thought we was cool, True. You thought wrong, nigga. Just
Now give me your motherfucking twisted tea.
Be careful,
Give
don't
me
get
no
bit.
Twisted tea,
Don't
baby.
get bit because everybody don't get bit out there.
Did you shout out your channel, Baron?
Well, it's my channel. This is the channel that you're on. If you're not on the Tico Tren channel.
Oh well, before I go, support Baron Yam channel, support the Win channel, support Tico Tren, Eternal Sadist, and support the Shermy gang. So head on over to my channel, Tru Sherm, and everybody you see under the channel thing, support them, and then support the channels that they support, and so on and so forth, and so on and so forth. Bye, niggas.
Thank you for telling them what to do. Yes, yes, make gangbanging great again.
But that's life, though. Life is tough.
Okay, you asked me what kind of guy I like. I like nice guys. I like someone who's really sweet to me, who I can have a nice. I would love a nice best friend for life.
Yeah, lovely meeting you.
Suspect is down. Suspect is down.
This is one that you're not going to let go. He has to be stopped. He's in immediate danger.
Fuck you, Luigi.